is the way to go. A loaf cake travels incredibly well. To start off with, 1 1/4 cup of flour, regular all-purpose flour, 200 grams, 1 1/4 cup of sugar, 275 grams. Oh, and I should say, this is no normal loaf cake. It's a chocolate loaf cake, and it's no normal chocolate cake, but a quadruple chocolate cake. That's 4 types of chocolate coming up. 1/2 teaspoon of bicarb, baking soda, and cocoa, our first chocolate sauce. 1/2 cup, which is a good 50 grams. Ah, lovely. 6 ounces of soft unsalted butter, it's 175 grams, and 1/3 cup, that's about 80 mils, of sour cream. And it's this sour cream on top of the cocoa that makes sure you get a tender, tender crumb. Good splosh of vanilla, and 2 eggs. And the cake just gets mixed up straight in this machine and is done in one go. Very easy. We are well on the way to gorgeousness, but I want the cake to be really melt in the mouth, and I feel it needs a wetter batter for this. So I've got 1/2 cup of recently boiled water back on and then a bit of a spatch down in preparation for chocolate element number 2, 1 cup or about 175 grams of chocolate chips. Stir the chips into this rather liquid, smooth batter. And I've got a loaf tin here. It's a 2-pound loaf tin. In goes this gorgeous batter. Chips and all. And this cake will need about an hour in a low oven, 170 centigrade, 325 Fahrenheit. And as soon as it's out of the oven, I'm going to drench it in chocolate syrup. And I'll get on with that just now. One chocolate syrup coming up. Just filled a pan with 1/2 cup of water, about 125 millilitres. I want 1/2 cup, 100 grams of sugar. And I want a teaspoon or thereabouts of cocoa. I'm going to give this a quick whisk now. You should never stir syrups once they're on the heat. But now I'm free to do so. I want this syrup to come to a boil and then bubble away for about 5 minutes so it's reduced and thickened. And once this is poured all over the cake, I'm going to top with shards of chocolate. This is exactly how I wanted it. Dark and risen, but with a great central furrow. Now, taking either a very fine skewer or a stick of uncooked spaghetti, puncture the top of the cake to make little holes so the syrup, when I pour it over, can trickle down. And now, drizzle with this fabulous syrup. Ah, look at that. And don't worry about any bits going down the edges. This is why it's lined with foil and why it's sitting on the baking sheet. I'm now going to turn this whole cracked matte surface gloss. And perversely, I'm going to cover that up with these shards of chocolate. And as long as I've got some to flake over the top when I slice it up, I'm happy. Who wouldn't be? There we are, quadruple chocolate loaf cake.